Hello, folks. First of all, just a personal note to our modeling friends out there. Others have done videos already. Peace to Chris Cortel, Classic Plastic 101. We lost him a couple weeks ago. And good guy, really good, great model builder, excellent guy. And Chris, you will be missed. Okay, back to business. It's been a while, and I'm not a blabbermouth like old Lucas or some of those guys that have to do 350 videos a day. No, I'm just joking. Just one of those months. As I've said before, I've been busy with family obligations and caring for elders and whatnot, and just my own personal issues there. So we're still picking up this Chase Elliott Hooters car from 2022, Salvino's JR Camaro. We're getting there. We have body in white, and we have the interior pretty much all snugged up. Once I put the dashboard in and detail out the dashboard, put it in, then I can put the top of the cage in. Then I get to the decaling. As you can see, it's not crazy. Not crazy decaling and stuff, and then get the body located. Just a few things on the dashboard. This will be actually, first of all, this is a printed dash and accessories from Jim Rogers of Salvino JR. He does some 3D printing, and this is his dashboard and his accessory panel. This comes in the kit, and this will be your heads-up screen or your screen, and you'll be seeing eventually a dash gauges and whatnot in that area. Detail out a few of these. There's a few buttons, if you can see on there, and detail those out and pop up some colors. Put the electronics panel into that slot once it's located onto the body and the cowl. We'll get the decaling going after we get that. Well, again, after we get the top of the roll cage and whatnot on and fit it all up nicely. So we're still doing that, and we pick at it little by little. So we're getting there. That's the latest one. More to come. So next up is the went to Motor City Madness, I believe number 22. Can't remember exactly. I'm sorry. The Detroit show, as they call it. Spring is a contest. In the fall is an NNL, and I believe this was number 22. This was the contest format. Spring, obviously, in March. So I didn't enter anything, but picked up some loot. Go through the loot. I always like these kind of little doodads, little cool stuff. Aluminum steering column and Detail Master license plate frames. So always little boxes, shoe boxes full of doodads you have to pick through, obviously. Round 2 was right at the front door, and they did definitely announce their 60 Ford pickup with trailer, the single axle trailer. It's going to look just like the old kit, I guess. And people are really looking forward to that. The only problem with round 2 right at the door as you enter is that it's really tough to look at what new stuff is coming or what the new box art is. If they're reverting to old box art, and to chat with a few people and whatnot. But whatever. If they move back a couple feet, that'd be great. You're not going to miss them because they're round 2. So anyway, they had some swag they were giving out. So here we go. We got some stickers. Nice good old MPC sticker, as well as that logo, and the whole line, I guess, of stuff. So that's always neat stuff to have laying around the house and get put in a picture frame or actually stuck somewhere. As is Bob's paints. Bob's got such nice paint. I'm not an airbrusher yet, but Bob's always a great guy to to chat with, and Bob's got some stickers too. So there you go. And this is Motor City 18. NNL 18 is Motor City NNL 18. I'll get that right eventually. Well, I don't need two of those. So what we're going to do is 75 years of AMT from 1948 to 2023. So also 75 years of NASCAR. So now Detroit's not known for having a lot of NASCAR entries in their contests. Certainly, I think there were less than half a dozen this year. But hopefully for NNL that people will bring out all the old builds and stuff. We are talking about Sunday, November 12th. Now we've got the NNL obviously and the swap meet. I believe for the show last weekend, the contest, there were 350 vendor tables, and even a few of those were left empty, but they were at least sold. So it's the biggest swap meet going. It's the same on both sides. Trying not to confuse you too much. So anyway, Sunday, November 12th at the Macomb Community College Sports and Expo Center, same place as it's been for years and years. 75 years of AMT and 75 years of NASCAR as a sub-theme. As NNLs generally go, there are a smattering of plaques of awards that are given for best theme, best sub-theme, memorial awards from Don Borowitz and for Bud Lefevre and People's Choice. So we're looking forward to that. Anyway, enough babbling, Pat. Tell us about what you got. So what I got, I'm going to save those for the last. Just your old 71 Street Machine, your Monogram kit. So it's loosey-goosey in the box. I don't think the wheels are in there, but I don't care. There's a nice scuff on the. We got wheels. How about that? I thought they were off of there. Maybe I was looking at something else. So we got wheels and tires, and I got to take the scuff out of the. But for the whole $10 I paid, I'm not complaining. I'm not going to complain over here either. Is MCW 62 Dodge drag car, and it's got decals. It's got decals for both cars that are on the box. So let's just open that up. And so we've got the Stanford Brothers car, and where else? Where's the other sheet? And we got the Hunker. So it was just a deal to get a 62 Dodge anyway. It is, a clone basically of the Johan, because there's your extra large torsion bars and oddness. And there we go, and there's stuff rattling around, but that's a pretty cool piece of resin. Chassis, actually, I think that chassis could be, it's not the Johan, I don't think. Oh yeah, I guess it is. Never mind. Making a mess. Holy cow, I'm all over the place. Anyway, don't drop stuff on the floor and you'll lose it. There's your inner wheels, which I probably won't use anyway. So we'll put all this back together, but that's a pretty cool piece. I don't know. And you guys know that I build stock cars, so I'm certainly not going to build a stock car out of this one. So let's put this back in here. That was relatively cheap. I'm not going to talk about pricing because it was cheap. Anyway, also got a 62 Mercury, and it certainly wasn't $45, that's for sure. Because it's an old strip build-up. It's actually even the chrome is decent. I may strip it, and because my local hobby shop has got something, the Disbay, I think they call it Disbay. It's a chrome ink. It's a sprayable, goes in an airbrush, and it's a chrome ink, and it's not a paint. And apparently, I'll show you some of that later. That he's done some hubcaps for me. That it's something that you don't need to clear coat, and you can apparently touch it, and it's not going to melt off in your fingers, or you're not going to bugger it up too much by touching it. So anyway, I got okay. I guess I got a dried out old zippy bag. Make sure there's no parts in it, but I'll toss that because it feels funny. And somehow it came with Cars ribbons. Cincinnati Auto Replicas, second place. Doesn't say who. I didn't get the guy's name. I don't know where he got it. But it's got glass. It's got, there's your rear chrome. Now, my only issue with it, and a couple of small issues. We got a little bit of an issue with the A-pillar on this side. Not a big deal. That can all be cleaned up. Now, what I don't have, and it's obviously the main part of this car, is those lovely torpedo-like taillights. Looks like some of the taillight bezel is broken off in here, and it looks a little rough on here. So this will have to be sanded and shaped and whatnot. But if anyone out there has the taillight bezels and taillights for a 62 Mercury, what is this? This is it's the Mercury Monterey? I'm not sure. Anyway, this is the 62 Mercury. The other stuff I can deal with. The other wheels, tires are in there. So I just, I need the taillights. Look, it says right there. Does it say it? I can't even read it. It probably just says Mercury. Or is that? Yeah, it just says Mercury. Anyway, not going to worry about it too much. I'm babbling like a maniac. So, whoever got second place for whatever, they seem like they're pretty new ribbons. I don't know if Cincinnati Auto Replicas, if they still give out ribbons, but these seem relatively new. So if you're wanting these back, let me know. I don't know if there was. Yeah, there's probably. I assume there was a hood ornament on this somewhere, but it looks like it's been a little burnt by lacquers or something, but not a big deal. It's more the taillights that I'm worried about, and you can see that it's kind of beat up, it's kind of chewed on, but I think that can be fixed. It's just a matter of the taillight bezels and the taillights. Now, I don't know if I'm going to find them, and again, they're okay. But I would tend to think that, I can use the new Display ink, the chrome. Oh, can't remember what it's called, and of course I should remember what it's called, but I don't have it, but he did some hubcaps for me, which I will show you in a moment, but that can be redone. Everything in there, the glass is actually really good in that one, so that was the loot. Oops, see, there it is. I put it there, and then I forgot I put it there. I'm babbling again. It's starting to sound like Lucas C. Just going on, blah, blah, blah. Let me go get those hubcaps, and I'll show you what you're able to do with this Display Chrome. Hang on. So as I was saying, these are the... whose are these? These are Fireball's... Fireball... Is it Resin Works? Model Works? Model Works, I believe. His 68, 69 Camaro, Chevy, but mostly Camaro dog dish hubcaps. And they come in raw resin color. And these have been primed, I believe, with white, he said. And then shot a couple of coats of the Display Chrome ink on them. And he flowed a little bit of... panel liner into the lines, if you know Camaro. I looked up Camaro hubcaps, and they are bright, shiny. They're definitely not a bright work. They're a chrome, and this is the stuff. They've been sitting for a couple weeks now. So, but you can touch this stuff. I wouldn't clear coat them. It seems like so far the tests that he's done that they tend to hold up. So. If I can come closer, you can see it's a very reflective. Oh, you see my my aged hands, but no, not the hubcaps. Okay, well, I guess that's going to have to do. So those are going on a 68 Camaro that I've had long-term sitting back, but that's the stuff. So I'm going to put a link in the comments so you can see the stuff I'm talking about. So I may do the Mercury Chrome in that. I don't think it's not overly done chrome. Like, it is very shiny, but it's not. I don't know. It just seems to be a nicer look chrome than I've seen come out of a bottle in a while. Better than Molotow. Anyway, I like it. So we shall see what the deal is there. And I look at the time and go, oh my God, I've babbled on for better part of 20 minutes. Well, not quite, but geez, 15 minutes. So that's enough of that. That's what's happening. I'm going to put these away back in the box just so they're safe. And somehow, Fireball sent me 6. So there's actually 2 there. And you won't be able to see it very closely, but there's a couple extras. So I believe they have the Chevy bow ties. Yeah, if you can see very, very closely that these 2 have the Chevy bow tie. Sorry about that finger. They got the Chevy bow tie in them, which, again, if you're looking at it with a magnifying glass, then I'm probably going to bite your face because I don't want you to look at my stuff that closely, because that's just not how I build. Anyway, babble. Here I go. That's been enough talk from Pat for that should make up for the whole month. But as I keep promising, I'm going to try to make more videos. But there are no guarantees implied or expected. So there you go, folks. I will talk again, and I'll put some links at the bottom so you can see the stuff I'm talking about. And later.